Good morning, KCI. Today for reading, we are going to be starting a new reading unit. So this is called Getting to Know the Characters in Our Books. So we are going to be talking about internal and external characteristics. So to help us, I made a chart that we will keep referring to while we read or when we read other stories to get to know characters that we see in our books. So I made a boy and I kind of cut him in half. And one side is internal and external traits. So this side is the external traits. That's what we see on the outside when we look at someone. So it's all of the physical traits, everything we can see on the outside, how we can describe someone. So in this case, I wrote that he has brown hair, he's tall, he has brown eyes, boots, shorts, green shirt, and that he's a boy. It's everything that you can see on the outside of someone. So if I was talking about my external characteristics, I could say that I'm a girl, that I have long hair, I'm wearing a pink shirt, I'm wearing a watch. So those are external characteristics, things that you can see on the outside. But we also can describe characters by their internal characteristics. And that's how you can describe someone on the inside. Now that's a little harder because it's not things that you can necessarily see. It's things like the thoughts that they have in their stories, words that they use, their actions, things that they do. Or I put a heart here because it's kind of like how they feel on the inside, how they act on the inside. It's about their personality. It's what we can learn about what the character does or say or do. So if I'm reading a book about this boy, and maybe he is helping his mom and dad or sharing with his sister, I could say that the boy is very kind. It's things that they do that can determine their internal characteristics. So if I can think about my internal characteristics, since I'm a teacher, I would like to think that an internal characteristic is that I'm helpful, that I'm trying to help you learn. So we are going to be looking into a book today that you are all familiar with, and we're going to describe the internal and external characteristics of Wemberly. And you may have remembered I dressed up as Wemberly for Halloween because she's one of my favorite characters, and you know how much I love Kevin Henkes too. So this book is called Wemberly Worried, and before we even start, we can usually describe external characteristics before even opening a book. So just by looking at Wemberly, think of some external characteristics, things that you can see to describe her. I'm noticing that she is a mouse. She's a girl. She carries a doll around. She has big gray ears. She has a circle kind of patch on her eye. She has white fur and pink ears, and she's in a purple outfit. So there's lots of things I can describe just by looking at Wemberly. But now let's read Wemberly Worried and describe some internal characteristics. Wemberly worried about everything. We can already say that an internal characteristic is Wemberly is a worrier. So I can see that she's looking up at the big gray cloud, probably worrying that it's going to rain. She worried about big things. I wanted to make sure you were still here. Little things and things in between. Mama, what if I shrink? Wemberly worried in the morning, she worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Grandma's wearing a shirt that says, go with the flow. I have a feeling Grandma is not much of a worrier. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall? What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiators made. What if there's a snake inside? At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. Too rusty, too loose, too high. So I think I can describe Wemberly as very cautious too. She isn't going to do something if she is afraid of it. She's not much of a risk taker. I wouldn't really call her brave. And always, she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? Petal's lost forever. I found her, sweetie. I'll wait for you, Petal. So I think we can also describe Wemberly as a mouse who really loves her stuffed animal, and she's very caring when it comes to taking care of her stuffed animal. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. So that's another internal characteristic. Remember, it could be the actions that a character does. So one thing Wemberly does is she rubs Petal's ears on her stuffed animal when she gets really nervous. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there is nothing to worry about. But then, Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake because everyone came to her party. I feel like she couldn't even enjoy her birthday. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then, Wemberly worried because she was the only one. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Wemberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had ever worried about before. So she definitely is nervous for school to be starting. Maybe you were nervous before you were started in kindergarten, but then you realized how much fun it is. By the time the first day arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher's mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? Oh no. Wemberly is full of questions. I can also say that's an internal characteristic. She asks a lot of questions, things that they do. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. While Wemberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wemberly looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wemberly, there's someone I think you should meet. So notice what Wemberly's doing. Remember, we can look at the characters' expressions too to help us understand how they're feeling. So her eyes are kind of bulged out and she looks very, very nervous. She's holding on to her mom's skirt because she doesn't want to let go and start school. She definitely seems very shy. So now Mrs. Peachum is going to introduce Wemberly to someone. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. At first, Wemberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wemberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wemberly. Well, I rub her nose, said Jewel. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a feeling Wemberly is making a new friend. And look how happy Wemberly is becoming. She was a little nervous here and still a little hesitant. But then by the time she started talking to Jewel, you could see that she's smiling more, and now they're giggling and laughing and whispering to each other. Throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together wherever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wemberly worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. Before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. "Come back tomorrow," called Mrs. Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. "I will," she said. "Don't worry." The end. And then here is Wemberly returning from school, and she seems very, very happy. Her feelings have definitely changed from the beginning to the end of the story. So I hope you noticed that as I was reading, I was stopping and thinking, what were some of her external characteristics, how she looks on the outside, and then the internal characteristics you don't really know until you start reading the story. So what I want you to do today, my friends, is as you read your stories, pick a character. You don't have to do all of the characters in your book. Pick one, focus on that one character, see if you can describe the external characteristics first. And then as you read, you can stop and think, what are some internal characteristics of this character? And remember, internal characteristics can be their actions, things that they do, words that they use, their thoughts, their facial expressions. Maybe they're smiling, maybe they're sad, maybe they're crying. So I want you to try and describe some internal, external characteristics. Happy reading!